Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the 270 Podcast. I am your host, Ethan, and I'm joined with Neelix
Hello, fellers.
and Mitch.
Howdy dowdy.
Hey, guys, how are y'all doing today? You have a good week?
Not too bad.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Started a new job.
That's good, that's good. So a few things before we get started today. We're going to let Neelix talk about this first one.
All right, yes, this is my buddy's company he started. I'm not sure how long ago he started it. I'm just now catching wind of it because I haven't talked to him in a while, but I got to talk to him today. He has a clothing brand. It's called 223 Clothing Apparel. His name's George Boyd. You can find these kind of shirts. He's helping, the movement across America against police brutality, and I'm sure he's going to support other things. He's a good dude, and you can find all of his stuff on either Facebook with 223clothing.com. That's not Facebook, but 223 Clothing Apparel. That's Facebook and Instagram, or 223clothing.com. That's the website that he has. But he has he just started. He has more shirts. I bought 2 shirts today from him. Can you go ahead and skim through those shirts?
Yeah, so let's see.
All right.
That's kind of his Facebook pulled up here.
Oh.
Like these.
So yeah, I didn't get that shirt. I have the Value You shirt. I have that shirt as well. I got that in black. They fit well. I like them. I'm actually wearing the Value You shirt. It's from it's a Bible verse, Plasm. I think I said it right.
No, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so y'all go check him out.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. Hope he does well.
Pretty cool. Yeah, so the next thing I kind of want to talk about before we get started, so we are hosting a Legends of Runeterra tournament. It will be next Sunday, June the 14th, the 270 Rivals tournament. The rules are kind of plastered on the screen right now. This is actually the forum. There will be a link in description and also a link in our Discord as well. With this forum, you just go in, type your name, send it off, and we'll put you in. This will be like I said, Legends of Runeterra tournament. The rules are kind of different from what we've seen from like Twitch Rivals. So you have one deck, but you can bring 3 different variations of that deck. So you can have 15 card difference maximum. This will kind of act as we made this just to kind of act as like a sideboard. So you'll bring those decks. It's a best 2 out of 3. There's not a time limit. And then you can just post the end results. And like it says here, we are going to be recording the gameplay. And we'll kind of post the full video summary on the 270 Gaming channel, which will be linked in the description. So if y'all are interested, just sign up for this. It'll be a good time. It is free entry, and there will be prizes. It starts at 3 o'clock, so y'all join the Discord. You can join the tournament. It'll be a good time. So the first thing we have today, so Konami is, I guess, doubling down on their remote dueling. I know we've kind of given it some crap on previous episodes, but I guess there's now a prize support. I guess this is what they're announcing. So I mean, if y'all are really interested in your game mats and mini mats, because they really like making mouse pads, here you go. And they're talking about how stores can host these, and I don't know. Here are the prize cards if y'all are interested.
Yeah, who wants the secret rare Hinata Standing Guardian Angel Joan?
What does it do? Does that give you like 500?
800 attack, I think. Hinata Stand.
Oh, okay, that's big.
Yeah, so it looks like it's an equip spell that gives 800 attack and defense for each face-up monster you control. So I guess it can get kind of big, but yeah,
I
mean these cards.
Cross sheep.
That effect is better than cross sheep, yeah. But I don't know. it's just one of those things, and I'm just gonna continue to say this over and over. This is not. I don't like this idea. I don't like remote dueling. Like even that thing they showed, you have to have like $500, $600 worth of equipment to even participate.
Yep.
They're only doing it because they want you to buy their real life cards. They needed us to either, like, I guess officially sanction dueling book, and then they can kind of work with those developers to make it like nice, or just make their own app, or not app, but make their own game, like online version. You know, like every other game has, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Imagine if Pokemon both have it. You're telling me Konami can't do it either?
Yeah,
Come on.
Konami can. I don't know. I don't understand the reason why. It has to be monetary in some way. There's no other reason I can think of. But whatever. There, if y'all are interested in this, there was a tournament. With like some of the EU streamers and Yugi tubers, as they call them, I believe. I didn't hear any bad news, so I guess it went well. So that's nice. But
No, the coverage was awful, just like every other Konami tournament they have. So
yeah, I'm sure it was just
I mean,
cringy casters that were talking
they
about
don't,
it.
they don't
and-
even live stream their YCSs. So what made you think they'd live stream their first remote tool tournament?
Well, I don't
It
blame them.
doesn't make
If I was trying to do this, I wouldn't want to live stream it either, because just the risk of who knows what happening, who knows what is happening, like with issues that can happen. And I guess since they got like well-known people that kind of have a following, I guess that kind of eliminated the chance for cheating, because if you have a lot of eyes on you, if you're not famous, but if you're well known.
Yep.
And you don't want to kind of lose that by cheating in an event like this. But
With that price support might be shockingly expensive because I don't think they'll do that long.
The secret rares, no, they'll be hard to find.
yeah,
Like they'll just be for collectors, and those mats probably won't be too cheap either.
so Mitch, do they send these to like stores?
If they do, I haven't seen anything about it, but I
Okay.
could be wrong. It might be coming up soon, but I haven't received nothing from them yet. So
Okay. Well, we'll give y'all more information when we know it, but
yeah,
I guess they're doubling down on it, so we'll see how this goes. A lot of this stuff's. I'm sorry.
I personally like my oversized mouse pad. It's the
Hmm.
World Qualifier Championship 2015. It has all the Satellas on it.
That does sound nice.
It is.
Just
Trust me. I'm looking at it.
Well,
No
that's
flex, no
yeah. Well, actually, I got a friend of ours went to there's a LCS. Where was it, in Nashville? You know, the one that Cisco went to. It was league related.
I think it was it Nashville. It might have been Atlanta.
for League,
Atlanta. No, yeah, it was a league
it was
tournament.
in Detroit.
Detroit, that's
Yes,
where it was.
Detroit, yeah.
So yeah, I do have an oversized mouse pad with Arcade, Sona, Riven, and Misfortune. So I do like the oversized mouse pads, but so does Konami. So anyways, there you go. If y'all are interested, I guess they're making it easier for stores to kind of host these, and they're doing some like physical price support and things like that. So if you're interested, there's some more things to make it a little more enticing.
Why would stores do remote dueling when they could just have a tournament themselves?
I guess because the big thing Konami's not doing any like tournaments till, who knows, till after they said
Yeah.
at least June.
Yeah, they're not gonna want to promote that with everything still going on. I know things are starting to open up, back up.
That's
but-
fair. I guess. Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, you kind of want to be like, when you're a big company like this, you kind of want to be on the safe side of things, especially if they're politically charged, like what's going on
I
now
actually
with
have a
like
great idea
COVID.
with this.
Okay, let's hear it.
Like what they could do.
Mhm.
Let's say you're a duelist. You're fairly good, but you cannot make it across country to like a big event that you'd like to go to. They could like set it up to where you could play someone who's actually at the event via remote duel just because you couldn't make it. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things they could do with this. Yeah, I mean, that's really all I have to say. That, I mean, there is a lot of things they could do with this.
think
I don't
that's
know.
about the best idea you could do with it when
Yeah.
everything starts back up. Otherwise, you're spending you know, you have to pull out a second mortgage on your house just to buy the materials to play a local.
Yeah. Which is true. I mean, we saw that picture. You need a web camera, a mic, it had a tablet and a laptop, and
Yeah, 2 iPads.
who knows what. I mean, at a regional, we've all been there. You can't even use your phone to track life points. You have to use pen and paper, and you can't like Google a card while you're in a tournament. Like, which is all it all makes sense. But
They
now,
won't let you use a phone, but yet they'll let you use all this.
yeah, imagine me playing somebody, and I'm like, let me Google search this card real quick, and there's nothing that anyone can. Like, it can't be proven. I don't know. That's my biggest issue. Is I've played in tournaments, and there's kind of a lot of scummy people. And so this just makes it easier for them for it to be taken advantage of, and then get some silly wins. But I digress. We've talked about this and made fun of it a lot, so we don't have to keep nagging on it. The next thing I kind of want to talk about is there's supposedly like a ban list coming up soon. So I kind of want to talk about some predictions that we may have. Maybe some things that we think will get banned. Maybe some things that we want to see banned, and things that actually like we think will get banned. Do y'all have anything we want to talk about? I guess we could start with like banned cards. So I'll let Mitch start if you want. What's like a card you want to be banned, and what's a card you actually think will be banned?
Card that I want to be banned, probably Christian Beautifiber or Holofrex. I can't pronounce it. But
no, I don't think I've ever seen someone that can.
I think that card is just. I mean, it doesn't. You can just read the card and know that it's a very degenerate card.
Yeah, it is. I agree. It just does a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do. I don't know if they will, just because it's so new. But
they probably won't. But I mean, it would be a good ban. You know?
I think I could get on board with that one.
Yeah. And then the card I think will get. Oh, go ahead, Felix. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I do agree. I think it's too early to ban that card. Like, there hasn't been a real event. Like, no one's got to use this card in real life.
Yeah.
Like, so having it would just be a completely waste of them printing it.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, I don't even know, because they're obviously so against dueling book. I don't even know if they'll take into account like these PPG tournaments that we keep talking about. Like, who knows if they'll even take those into account? Like, it's like, oh, this is an officially sanctioned event, so who cares if the card is good, you know?
Well, if they do take those into account, they're not going to hit any combo deck. It doesn't, because no one wants to click a lot.
Well, I mean, the decks that are winning are combo decks. Is that Emancipator and Eldritch Link? So people are clicking. The last event that won, it was actually a Sky Striker deck that won.
So you clicked 3 times a turn.
Well, this is what they just clicked on it. I think this is the card that Mitch is about to bring up, but I mean,
they just clicked on that and pulled it through the deck.
Yeah, this Mystic Mind for sure. I really think that card needs to be banned. It's been too long.
Yeah, this card. I mean, I would just read. This card isn't. It's not fun for anybody, right? If you play this card and they don't have like out, then they. And I guess that's fair for anything. If you play a card and your opponent doesn't have an out, you lose. But this is kind of a hard card to out.
It's dodged the ban list too many times now. Like, it's time. It's
like,
it on its way.
If Chicken Game got banned, like cards like that, like this is obviously in that same realm of not
I'd rather Chicken Game be legal than this card. I'd rather Chicken. I won. Like, honestly.
Yeah, like this card isn't fun to play against. I don't know if I can say which one's better, but this one is definitely less fun. And I think that like,
cooler.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's a game. So at the end of the day, you want things that are fun.
Yeah.
And so I guess I'll get into mine. Something I want to see banned is this the what is the one? It's this one. Okay.
No, it's that one.
I want to see this card banned. So I guess this is my want. I think this card is not fun to play against. And when we have
that go with Union Carrier.
Yeah, when we have this legal.
Yeah.
it's just this is so easy, and it's just
Yeah,
I mean,
floodgates are
it's
not fun.
yeah, it's not fun. It's a floodgate, yeah, and it's just really easy to get out.
Yeah.
I will say it's getting reprinted in
I was
the
gonna say it's
next.
a hollow, so
Yeah, it's getting reprinted
not
in
bad
like the
news.
next. That's why I put it in my want, not I think,
Yeah.
because it is getting reprinted. So there, I highly doubt this is getting hit, but I think it could, or I think it needs to be rather.
Yeah.
Um, Something that I think will get hit, and I guess we're talking about banned. I do think this card will get hit, will get banned probably. Block Dragon. This card's really good in that Emancipator. I will say I do not think I think the deck is still good without this, but the deck is I think unfair with this, and that's kind of how I base things that I want in a ban list. It doesn't matter if it's good, right? You want your deck to be good, but I think if it's unfair,
Yeah.
then that's where you like lose. That's where it's not. It becomes not fun anymore, right? This card is. It continues to come out. Its special summon effect is not once per turn, and if it's sent to from the field to the grave, you +3 in that Emancipator, which is super good combo, right? You also use Union Carrier with this. Use Union Carrier, attach Block Dragon to something, and then link or synchro off, and then Block Dragon searches you 3 tuners. That's kind of like the super basic combo of that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I think. Block Dragon will probably be banned. I don't know how many copies people are playing in Emancipator. I think it's probably 1 or 2. So I don't know if limiting or semi-limiting this will do anything, but
You know
I
what's
think it
crazy?
could
Who
probably
does
be banned.
like a card that good? All it took was just a good rock theme. Like
Yeah.
you could read that card and know at some point this card will be broken.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just
You know?
it's just a super good card, and we just needed something with these Earths that it would make it good. So yeah, that's what I have. Neelix, do you have anything that you have any other things that you want to add to this, like band wise?
I don't think we have enough, like you said, enough like intel to really ban anything.
Yeah.
But I think the closest, because if an Emancipator is the best deck, which I don't know as far as IRL Yu-Gi-Oh goes. I haven't really kept up with it since.
I would probably say Eldlik is probably the best deck in the
Yeah,
TCG at the moment.
I would say they would ban Doki Doki, possibly.
Like you think this is one you want banned, or you think they would ban it?
I think if they were going to hit the game, if they were going to hit it, like, I don't know. It's just such a weird state.
Yeah.
Like, we're just in an awkward. I can almost see them unbanning more cards than they would be banning cards.
Yeah, I mean, I could, and we could talk about that later. But yeah, it's a good card. I don't know if it's
Yeah, they're not.
I don't know if it's good enough to ban this. I don't know if it's like really degenerate. It's just kind of more just adds consistency to the deck. But it is a good card.
The deck is really consistent though. But like, yeah, Block Dragon helps with consistency.
Yeah.
And then Doki Doki, like, both those cards are solid.
Is there any card that you hate that you want to see banned, but you don't know if it will or not?
It's hard for me to hate a card game that I can't play. Give me the only card that I really lose to with the deck that I've been playing is Dark Ruler No More, but I think that card is just kind of healthy for the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's a good card, and
we need it with the boards that people put up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like such as an Emancipator.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think they'd hit that though. There's not really a card that I'm like ban it. But,
yeah.
I mean, well, kinda. What is it? True Draco used to play it. The Monarch card, the skill drain.
Oh, you don't like this card, Monarch's Erupt?
Yeah, that card could piss off. Always.
So that is your want.
Get that shit out of the game.
All right, we'll move on to limited. So a card I think could be limited, and I'm gonna put 2 here. One I think that could be put to 1, and then one I think could be brought back.
Oh, I just thought of the ban card. They probably should ban Lady Debug.
You think?
Yeah, it's about time for her to get out of here.
I don't, dude. I don't. It's so weird how this like and for those who don't know, this is this played in Solomon Greats. It's so weird how this deck can still like do things. So like the Luxury Championship Series 3, which was on May 23rd and 24th. There was 319 players. 4% were Solomon Great, so it obviously still is being played. But I don't know. I don't know if the deck is near good enough to hit it.
They gotta hit Sunlight Wolf.
I don't know. I don't know if this deck's good enough to be hit.
Probably not.
But I mean, it has the same representation as like Orcust, and they just got Gearsu. Which I don't think in this tournament they could play Gearsu. I don't know though, because I don't know how the like cards being legal in a certain area affects like these online tournaments. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they could.
Okay, yeah, I guess that Sky Striker deck was in that same tournament. Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, take everything I say with like the least grain of salt. I have no idea what. Like, I just have so little knowledge about Yu-Gi right now.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've all played. I've actually I've played a few games of real life cards over the past few days. Just kind of get back into it, just hanging out. I've been playing Plunder. It's pretty good. It's kind of a weird deck. There was a I don't know what event it was, but it was recent. It was probably about a week or two ago. Where Plunder did get a top 8 for what it's worth.
Okay.
So yeah, it could be a contender.
You don't know what they played in that deck? I think I looked it up. I think this is their same deck. They played a Summoner Monk.
I don't think we're thinking about Seamless because I don't think that card's good in that deck.
Hey,
But we had this conversation off the mic.
I'm just saying it does give you any level 4 in your deck.
That is true, and they are all level 4s.
Hey, if people think Magician Soul's good, imagine pulling a level 4 from your deck.
That is true.
Normal summon. That is the bad thing.
I'll go ahead and talk about limits, and I've been kind of put limits and semi-limits in the same category because I don't know if we have a lot more suggestions than what people have already kind of talked about. And I don't think they will hit Block Dragon and the card I'm going to talk about, but I can see this as being an alternate hit to the deck. I could see this card going to 1 or 2. I will be very surprised if this and this gets hit, because then the deck is, you know, kind of driving with 3 wheels now, which is kind of hard if you try to drive a car with 3 wheels.
Hey, I've done it before.
But this card's obvious. It's the best card of the deck, the best themed card. So I could see this being possibly hit to 1 or 2, maybe. But who knows? I think Block Dragon's more likely. And I guess a card that I want to come back to 1 or 2.
Combo Master?
No, I typed in Master because I didn't want to spoil it. Okay,
no.
Yeah. I could see this card coming back.
If they bring that card, dude, I swear to God,
You're crazy.
No, I could 100% see this card being back to 1. And if it does, I'm sleeving up my...
You do not like playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
And you think you think Mystic... Oh, God.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let's talk about it. Mystic Mine is a card that is at 3.
Yeah, but MST could kill that.
That's true, but I mean, everyone plays Kaijus. I can't click on this. Okay, whatever. This card could come back at 1. I think it could. Okay. It's more that I want it to because I do have True Dracos and I do like the deck. And every time a ban list comes, I know y'all see the price of this card creep up. They try to sneak it on you, but everyone, I think I'm not alone in thinking this card can come back to 1.
There's that card, another card I'll probably be talking about later. So
Yeah. And I think I'll go ahead and pass it to you. If there are any cards that you want to see come back or
That card cannot come back.
what masterpiece?
Yes, I mean, if they have Totally Awesome at 1, they're definitely not bringing back Masterpiece.
Yeah, but
although I mean, Masterpiece just hard counters every single deck.
Does it?
Against Animancipators, all they got to do is tribute a monster.
I mean, that's fair, but
then against Eldritch, all they have to do is tribute a trap and a monster.
Yeah,
but I think it gives.
He's immune to Dark Ruler no more.
we won't talk about it too much more, but that's just kind of a want. I don't know if it will, and it probably won't. I think it could. I legitimately think it could, but I understand the point of heck no. I will say this, and this will probably explain why I'm saying this. I did not play. I was not playing Yu-Gi-Oh at the time that Masterpiece was legal.
you didn't miss much.
Yeah, so that's
Masterpiece.
That's probably why I'm saying this, because I did not have to play against it. But
he was out during a degenerate time with Zodiacs, and they were playing them together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe retire for the millionth time.
Yeah, when I came back, what was I'm trying to think of the good deck when I came back. Because I stopped after Pendulum Magicians, with a Wisdom Iron thing. It was around that time. I'm not sure.
I don't even remember you coming back.
It was when Sky Strikers were almost at full power. Hornet Drones was the only thing.
It was after our Pokemon lick.
Yeah. So yeah, we were playing Pokemon for a little bit, and we came back, and Hornet Drones was the only. Yeah, Hornet Drones was the only thing that was at 1 in Sky Striker.
Because you got Noble Knights, try to make them good, but.
Yeah, that was the only deck I still had because I just held on to it, and I went to Neelix's house to play it, and he played Infernoids with Layer of Darkness. And if you know anything about Noble Knights, if you tribute their one monster, you just go to game 2, and that's all that did. So.
Yep.
Mitch, do you have any cards that you think should go to 1 or 2, or the cards you want to see come back off the list at all?
Oh, Max C.
Yeah.
I mean, that's every list.
I knew that was coming. This card.
I mean, that's easy.
All right, I'm gonna talk about this for a second. And I may start ranting. Y'all let me know. During either player's turn, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, each time your opponent special summons a monster, immediately draw 1 card. Okay. When this card was banned, I understood. This essentially stopped your opponent from having a turn.
Yep.
Okay? Fair. When this card was banned, I'm going to give you 3 cards that didn't exist. 1 was Called by the Grave. 2 was Ash Blossom. 3 was Nibiru. Ash Blossom negates this. Called by the Grave negates this. Nibiru is a better version of this. I should have put that as a card I want to see it. I think
it does counter. And Dark Ruler No More wasn't a thing. So when your opponent spams the board,
yeah,
you're drawn to Dark Ruler No More.
But, Nibiru. This I play it. I play Max C. Now my opponent can at least get somewhere where they want, and they're like, okay, you have 3 options if I play this card on you. You can stop and pass, and I don't draw a card, and I just neg 1. You can play into it, and hopefully I don't draw. You're like, okay, my board's going to be strong enough where no matter what they draw, they can't break it, which is fine. Second option is, okay, well, I'll summon a few more times, and I'll stop.
No.
With Nibiru, first of all, you have to just assume that it's in their hand. So you just can't play. You have to summon 4 times or pass, and if you don't, you lose your whole board. This card is just a more unfair version of this card, in my opinion.
Yes, they need to ban Nibiru, bring back Maxi. 100%. Maxi is the most fair hand trap in the game.
Yeah, this card is extremely fair, especially even now. Or even more now, because there's so many more counters to this card. The game is just so much stronger than it was back then.
Hey, but just know, if this card comes off the list and your opponent drops it on you and you don't have an out, you're telling them to piss off.
and it's fine because I
Sure.
advocated for it, and I will gladly get Maxi dropped on me.
I'm telling them worse when they drive Nibiru or Ash Blossom on me.
Yeah, like an Ibiru getting dropped on you. Like, come on.
Yeah, like, how's that fair? You know.
I mean, and
Like, Nibiru should be banned.
I've seen a few games where getting Nibiru you could still pull it back, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maxi is more fair to me, and I agree with Mitch on this that it could come back.
Yeah.
And I think everyone does because like the same thing with Masterpiece. This one creeps up to when it's around Banlist time, and we're talking about this because the Banlist could come out now.
Yeah.
It said no time before June 1st, so now that we're in June, this could drop whenever. And Konami doesn't like to give us actual schedules, so they just kind of do it whenever they want.
Well, that would be too easy.
It could come out December.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Good.
And the last Banlist they dropped was during this where no one could play, so that's why I kind of think it still could. Like, I don't think they would not do it because nobody's playing. Because they're trying to push the remote duel, so they obviously want people to play. So I think a Banlist will be coming soon. I don't know of anything else that I can really think of. I'm sure there could be hits to Eldlick, like the trap.
I mean,
What's it called?
I think Invoked in some sort needs to be hit. Either put Alistar to 1 or put the Field Spell to 1.
Yeah.
I think Hyper Librarian needs to be hit. That card at 3 is very bad, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It makes too many degenerate.
Well, it is at
Link
1.
Cross.
for what
It's
it's
too.
worth.
Oh, is it 1? Oh,
Yeah.
it needs to be banned, in my opinion. I think that card is. Link Cross, when it's not new, I mean, it makes tokens. Like, come on. Like this.
Yeah, they keep banning
that's like
token
an
cards,
easy.
or then they keep printing them. Like,
Yeah, like,
better
that's easy.
ones. Yeah. I think Invoked can. I think that could get a hit. I don't know how to spell it, but whatever. It's very strong and very splashable.
Try ELD.
What card are you looking for?
Then Rich. It's right there at the very bottom.
Oh, I was looking for Alistair.
Oh.
Yeah. They can't hit this card. If they want this deck to be anything, they can't touch this card.
And that deck, in my opinion, isn't the problem. That core, it's the things that go around it.
Yeah, it's
Like
the
Needle
weird
Fiber,
links.
Link
Yeah,
Cross,
yeah.
Hyper Librarian, Invoked. Like, this is just an engine. You know?
Like this card. Like I have a list. Like this card in like a list like this, where it's just more control, I think is more fair. I think this is a fair version of this deck. When you put like all this other dumb stuff in there.
Yeah, like Despots. You're literally like, people are best deck plays Despots now.
Yeah.
It's 2020. Despots are good. Shout out Danny.
Yeah, shout out Danny. He
Shout
loves
out
that
Danny.
deck.
He's a real one. He knew it before it was happening.
I can't think of any other cards. Like I said, there's probably some weird cards like in these Eldlick and I will say this, actually. I know this Eldlick and these Adamantipator stuff is new, but that new Orcus cards just got printed and are legal like of this week now, right?
Yeah.
So if they want to sell that, hit these two decks. So because Dinos and Orcus are almost there to be contending for the best. So if they want to sell the new best deck, touch these. But
if you want insider trading from me, keep your eye on prices of the Grisu and the Crocodile. That stuff keeps going down, dropping like a rock.
Yeah,
I would keep your eye on it and buy it when it gets dirt cheap, because those cards will be good in the future. Like, they're just too good techs to not be good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this too, and this is kind of a more biased opinion. Plunder stuff is kind of cheap right now, especially the new cards. Like the new fusion is down to like $8, and it's the best card of the deck.
And they do get more support.
They are or not?
They are.
Oh, okay,
They
I thought you
are
said they
gonna get more
weren't. I was
support.
very
No,
surprised.
they are going to get more support. So
Also, we haven't got a TCG exclusive that is bad.
Yeah, like Danger. Well, okay, here's what. Like Dangers were TCG exclusives. Cosmos. Those are the two I could think of. Yeah, BA, and they were all very good. I'm sure this deck is almost there. The new cards they got were very good and make the deck playable now. But I think one more wave of support, like you get something, just something to make it not rely on the opponent so much. It really make that.
Even better, traps. Their traps are kind of doo doo.
Yeah, they do have.
They are.
It's just
called booty.
Yeah.
Yeah, their traps are definitely booty.
Okay.
Like
The next thing, we'll just kind of move on from here. Those are kind of like
I
our.
got my card that's got to come back to 1.
Okay.
The grass looks greener.
Oh my gosh, you're crazy.
Come on, look at it.
No, I'm with it.
I mean,
This card could go to 3.
there's a lot more
What?
degenerate cards out there.
3?
This card could go to 3.
Pick up y'all of Infernoid stuff now.
Fairy Tale Snow is
Oh my gosh.
banned.
Yep. And I think that card needs to stay banned.
Yes, for sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
forever.
these two cards, Fairy Tale Snow and that grass looks greener, cannot coexist ever again.
No.
Since we're talking about Fairy Tale Snow, I want to bring up one more and then we'll move on. One more card I think can come back.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah. Don't look at the screen.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I had it in the back of my mind.
Are y'all with it?
Fairy Tale Snow needs to be alive whenever that card's a thing.
No, I don't think Fairy Tale Snow can be around with either of these two cards.
I'm not
That's
against
fair.
it,
That is fair,
but at 3 though,
I don't know about at 3, but I need this card. And there's some cards we're going to talk about soon, which is why I want this to come back.
Why it could come back to 1.
bring it back to 1. Yeah, that's a class
I
at 1.
feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you.
that'd be okay.
Yeah,
That'd
and
be
I really like this deck, and I haven't played it. This is a new card that just is an Eternity Code. I haven't played it with this card, but I think this card can make it makes him untargetable, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Once per turn, you can banish 2 cards from your graveyard, including target a Thunder monster. Your opponent can't target it with card effects. And it does more. You can summon it by banishing a Thunder. This card's actually pretty good in the deck. And for what it's worth, he's 9. So if you could get 2 out of him, you could play Calamities.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, you know. But we'll go ahead and move on from this. So yeah, those are just kind of it's more of a casual conversation about the ban list. None of us are currently playing competitively, so like Neelix said earlier, take our opinions with salt. We're just kind of, with a grain of salt, we're just kind of goofing around. The next thing we're going to talk about is the new set, and this was there's a few that are TCG exclusive in this set, but these were revealed by a few of the EU streamers and content creators like Farfa. We won't talk about all these, but there is, Toon cards, always collectible cards. I don't ever think this will be.
Both those cards are
Did
actually really
that
good.
bookmark?
Say that one more time.
That's the cutest card of all time.
That card's actually really good. All 3 of those cards are actually really good
Yeah.
for tunes, for what it's worth.
Yeah, I don't know.
All Toon spell cards are the greatest cards ever printed. The only problem is it says you have to control a freaking Toon World.
Yeah. And Toon World's getting reprinted in this, so there you go. But I don't know. I don't think this will ever be competitive. I could be wrong, but whatever. I'm sure some Toon people will let me know how wrong I am. But there is one card I do want to talk about because I like Thunder Dragon. The Chaos Creator. So he's a level 8 Dark Thunder monster, 2300 attack, 3000 defense. He is special summoned like all the Chaos monsters are. You banish a light and a dark from your graveyard. And if he is on the field while he was special summoned from the hand, you could target 3 banished monsters with different names, special summon 1, and then shuffle the 3 back. I think this card is going to be very good in Thunder Dragon.
That's a very good card.
Yeah, this card's super good. It's a Thunder, so it's searchable off the fusion spell. It's a way to reoccur your resources without using the fusion spell. And it's a free summon. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a,
you shuffle back your Titan or Colossus.
maybe. Yeah, so I mean, this card's an obvious inclusion in the deck going forward, like once this card exists. So that's kind of the only card I really wanted to touch on. I know the only other thing, there's more chaos support. It doesn't show the reprints on here, but
It does at the bottom. The very
oh, does
bottom.
it? Did I?
Go up
I
a
thought
little
it
bit.
did too.
Is it not those links right there that was right in front of us? Is it not?
Oh,
That
the one I'm
These are
looking
the
at has it
sources.
on there. I don't know why.
So, anyways, the big reprint obviously is
Extravagance.
Extravagance. Yeah, that's the one that everyone is excited for.
yeah, I could.
that's the
I
big
could
one.
finally play good Altergeist.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys loved me when I played that.
Yeah, that deck's super fun. Against. Here's the link. Here's the link that'll show the reprints. There's a lot of weird.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Gamma's fine. Like Acid is fine. Like the Masquero.
There's some video game promos that are good because they're pretty
Yeah.
expensive actually.
Mud Dragon's pretty cool, and then Tiger was a little expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, the Sabertooth. But there's, I don't know, man.
Hey, Pot of Desires for the 115th time.
But no Toon Kingdom. That's the big one. Maybe they're gonna put it in the reprint set with Millennium Eyes because
They
Kingdom is expensive.
They didn't put Toon Shocker either. The Snatch Steel.
Toon Shocker.
Yeah.
You mean Copycat?
It's not Shocker, but it's making the.
Yeah.
We get what you're saying.
Yeah.
This, I'm gonna say this is a bad set.
Not the greatest.
I think they thought Extravagance would be able to carry the set more than it is. Extravagance is super good reprint, but it's gonna be short printed, obviously, because it's Konami, and it's gonna be high rarity. And everything else in this set is either super dated or everyone has it already.
Well, what about Darkness Emperor Dragon?
I mean, yeah, like this is fine. The Masquero is fine. Gamma's fine. But like Sangan, no. Whatever this Flip Effect girl is, no. Chaos Sorcerer, no. These Pulsar
She's
and
not
these.
Flip Effect, is she?
I think she is.
Of the Forest? I think when she dies, she like searches a dark.
Oh, okay. Well, like this is so dated.
Hey, we get Chaos Sorcerer.
Yeah, no one's buying this set. And the
But
people
in my opinion-
they're gonna just keep it because they have two cards.
This is my thinking. So this set is gonna be the first one with a different color rarity in it, like Japan has. Different colored text.
Yeah.
You're buying this set to leave sealed for a year, and then when it goes to $200, you sell it. You're not gonna buy this set to crack packs unless you're just that bored. You're gonna buy singles, or you're just not gonna buy it. You know.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't think that's how. And I don't know if that was their mindset behind this set. It wouldn't make sense from a business standpoint.
Honestly,
but this set's kind of dookie.
They need to reprint more of the Blacklister Soldier stuff. Not necessarily the Link, but like
that is a. Not to cut you off, but that's a missed opportunity here.
Yeah. Like all that Blackluster Soldier stuff that came out in one set, like it's cool.
Like look,
I would almost build it.
Well, they did. There's like this is a Blackluster card. I think this one is too. I don't know if you can see my mouse. And then this little guy is.
Yeah. But I think there's another little guy, but they also need Super Soldier.
Yeah.
And like the Chaos Ritual or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a few things they're missing. I feel like, but
I think the BLS Link in this set could have maybe pushed it to where it's. I still don't know if it'd be worth buying a box, but it would be more enticing for sure. Oh yeah, Invoked would have been super. Yeah,
but I have a feeling they're gonna put that in the Battle Legend next month.
Yeah, and if it does show that that's getting reprinted, that'll probably exclude it from being hit. But yeah, and there's new Fuffle support coming out, so the Sabertooth makes sense.
It's really good Fuffle support too. We talked about it in like one of our stuff.
Very good.
Yeah, this I think that deck's gonna be real pretty soon.
Yeah.
So there's some of the new stuff. I know, like I said, the Chaos Creator and Extravagance are what I would be interested in, but I won't be buying. And as for most sets, buying the singles is always more efficient with your money. So let's go ahead and switch it up. We won't talk about this too long. These are like you can see on the screen, all league champions that will come in August in each respective region. Lore and voice lines in the comments. So these are champs, and we're talking about Legends of Runeterra now.
Okay.
That's
camp. I did not know the champs were a leak.
Yeah. So this is, like I said, this is a leak. It's speculation, but their voice lines were, I guess, data mined. So we do have voice lines, and they're in the comments of this. I did listen to them.
I think I knew about Shyvana and Aurelian Soul.
Yeah, there's been a lot of leaks, but this is just kind of
before the last expansion.
Yeah, and this information has been known, but this is just kind of a graphic of all of it together. with all of the different leagues kind of put into one place, and I kind of just wanted to hit on it a little bit. So we saw, and we talked about it last podcast, they released a video kind of giving us a roadmap of how new cards and new champs will be released. So in August, we're getting this. Essentially, if this leak is correct, in August we'll get all these plus supporting cards. So it's kind of small, so I'll read it off if you can't see. For Shadow Isles, Nocturne. For Zon, we'll get Victor. For Freljord, we'll get Trundle. For Demacia, we get Shyvana. Noxus, we'll get Riven. Ionia, we'll get Lulu. And Bilgewater, we'll get Tom Kench. So those are all the previous regions that we already have. That's a new champ for each one. The next region that will be added, supposedly, is Aurelion Sol, Zoe, or is Targon, I'm sorry, is the new region. And then the champs that are included in that is Aurelion Sol, Zoe, Leona, Diana, Soraka, and Taric. Are there any champs that y'all wish that were here that are not?
Kaisa and Philios.
Well, Philios would be in Targon, but we don't know anything about the Void yet. But I know those are kind of your champs. So,
yeah, 100%.
I'm happy with Tom. I was
Yeah.
wanting him to be part of the
Yeah,
original.
Tom's good.
release.
Yeah,
Lulu's cool. We're getting polymorph into the game.
probably. Yeah, like kind of like that card that turns things into sheep in Hearthstone. I would assume it's going to be work very similar to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things. Like Shyvana's going to be a dragon when she flips.
I
like-
would like to have Shurima.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, obviously, this is all coming. So after this, so in August, so 6 months after this, we'll get the new region. So it is a while that we're getting regions and champs. So we're getting 2 regions a year essentially. But I think this is a lot of content.
Yes.
Like these patches are like these big patches, like these 6-month updates are going to be pretty huge for the game. They didn't announce. I'm sorry.
They're gonna get bigger. Like each patch is gonna be bigger than the last because they have to throw in an extra region with an extra champ on all the following regions that they've already released. And but yeah, I'm excited for Nunu should have been on there, but
Well, I think Volibear May should have been the Freljord one, just because he just got a rework. Trundle's kind of random. He just seems kind of random here. But it makes sense. I mean, he's obviously a Freljord champ, so I'm sure most people can agree with me with any new content will be good content. You know, just more stuff in the game. The game's super fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for it regardless what we get.
Yeah, there's gonna be some cool stuff. So that's all we have there. The last thing we'll talk about today, Riot released this article talking about their roadmap for most like the year, I guess you could say. There's some stuff that they talk about in the next year, but most of the stuff will be revolved around next month actually. So as a summary, they talk about a new jungler coming out, a new assassin, and a new marksman, plus visual updates. So we won't read all of this, but I just kind of want to give the descriptions that they give. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so the jungler will be the assassin. And here's just kind of some artwork shown. I don't know what this ball is. It's probably an ability, I'm assuming. The next one will be the marksman. They don't really give a lot. I guess the symbol is in regards to the marksman. The description kind of reminds me of Jinx in a way, so I'm sure it'll be, you know, added to like the way the character looks and talks. And so what they said was, and I'm having trouble finding in this article where they said it, but we'll know more about the jungler. We'll know more about 2 of them next month. So you'll get a chance to form bonds with both champions in a big summer event coming next month, so July. And that's in regards to the jungler and this mid-range skirmisher they're talking about. Wait, so yeah, so I know I'm reading this wrong because I can't find the actual information. So yeah, the jungler is the assassin, and there's another one that's a skirmisher, and then the marksman will be coming out later in the year. We don't really know much more. We got some, artwork and everything. The last thing. Sorry?
What is these letters spelling out, my dude?
I don't know if it's so. Assuming it's English, and it's not some made up language.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
So it's F E D.
They're just doing the alphabet backwards.
Okay.
B
Yeah.
A.
Yeah. Okay.
And then S.
Yeah. I guess those are the ranks
Yeah.
that you can get after a game.
I've never seen anyone get an E or an F.
No, yeah.
And I've had 15 plus deaths in a game before.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Yeah, I don't think that's a thing either, but whatever. And the last thing that they say on this article, they talk about a Mundo visual update. Mundo 2020. He's kind of my ranked main, so I don't really want to see a gameplay rework because I kind of like him how he is. I think he's a little outdated though. Definitely with his character model, and that's what they're talking about here, just a visual update. I think there were champions though that were more in need of this.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were talking about like Shyvana, Skarner, Nocturne, and I think a lot of that was in regards to like a kit rework as well. But some of those champs kind of look a little dookie. But I like the champ Mundo. I play him a lot, so I'm glad he's seeing some love.
Tryndamere would be good. He needs some visual help.
Yeah.
He looks very bad.
For sure. Yeah. And they're also doing another choose your visual update poll. So they did one that who won the last one?
I
can't remember.
I think it was Firebear and Nocturne. One of the two.
Okay. So they're gonna do another one. So
Not Nocturne. I'm sorry, Fiddlesticks and
Yeah.
and Volibear. My bad.
Excuse me. So yeah, we'll be able to. I think it's nice to have the community kind of pick who they want because they're obviously the people that the players are the ones playing the game. So this is always nice to see. I like when they do things like this and they do the poll for like new skin releases and stuff. So we'll there'll be more information about 2 of these champs next month. So be sure to come check us back during that time because we'll be talking about it. But other than that, I think that's all I got today, fellas. Do y'all have anything else you want to talk about?
Nah, we covered just.
Yeah,
we talked about a lot.
I think we did cover a lot today. So like always, we'll be here every Friday. Come check us out. Tell your friends, tell your dogs, tell your coworkers. Discord link below. Come, click that link. Come hang out with us. Talk to us. Play games with us. Also a link for the 270 Gaming channel. It's in the description below. Expect a lot more stuff coming there as well, where we actually put our money where our mouth is and actually play these games that we always talk about. Don't forget to, sign up for that 270 Rivals tournament. And I think that's all the plugs I got. So if y'all don't have anything else, I think we can just end it there.
Yes, sir.
All right. See y'all later. See y'all next week.
Bye bye.